Here, every thicket can conceal a pair of hungry eyes. Silence is not peace. It is the pause before the pounce. In this land, there is only one law. The strong endure. The weak become a memory. But now, an invisible enemy is changing the age-old rules. The cycle never stops, and the struggle is never over. The Masai Mara is a region in southwestern Kenya, directly bordering Tanzania's Serengeti, forming a transboundary ecosystem known as the Greater Serengeti ecosystem. With an area of about 583 square miles, the Masai Mara holds an astonishing diversity of life. The Masai Mara Plateau sits at an average elevation of 4,900 feet above sea level. The landscape ranges from endless savanna grasslands to sparse woodlands and meandering rivers like the Mara and the Talek. Viewed from above, the vegetation appears as specks of color on a carpet of grass. That is why, in the local language, Mara means spotted. The climate in the Masai Mara is divided into two distinct seasons, the wet and the dry. The wet season typically lasts from November to May, while the dry season runs from June to October. The dry season is also the peak of predator activity and the time of the Great Migration, when over 1 million wildebeest journey from the Serengeti to the Masai Mara. The Masai Mara is home to an incredible biodiversity, with some 95 species of mammals and over 500 species of birds recorded. This land is home to all of Africa's iconic animals, known as the Big Five: the lion, the elephant, the leopard, the African buffalo, and the black rhino. It is also the domain of intelligent predators such as the cheetah, the hyena, and the African wild dog. This land also preserves the cultural and spiritual values of the Masai people. For them, nature is sacred, a gift from the god Enkai. Living in harmony with nature is a sacred duty, not just a choice. As the dry season begins to consume the Golden Plains, a great natural symphony begins. It is the start of one of the most spectacular natural phenomena on the planet, the Great Migration. The journey spans over 500 miles, guided entirely by the rhythm of nature. Where the rains fall, the grass grows, and the herds will follow. Every year, around July, over 1 million wildebeest begin their migration in search of green pastures. With them are some 200,000 zebras and 300,000 Thompson's gazelles, forming a colossal river of life. The most dramatic moment of the migration is the crossing of the Mara River. Beneath the water, the jaws of Nile crocodiles, some over 16 feet long, lie in wait. On peak days, tens of thousands of animals may plunge into the river in just a few minutes. Many are trampled, drowned, or become prey for the crocodiles. On the banks, predators like lions, cheetahs, leopards, and hyenas also lie in patient ambush. But the true marvel of the Great Migration lies in the immense ecological role it plays. The movement of millions of individuals not only drives the life cycle of the vegetation, but also ensures a food source for all predators. Their dung and urine provide a vast stream of nutrients for the soil, microorganisms, and the entire web of life. The thousands of carcasses of those that do not complete the journey become a source of life for countless scavengers. When the rains return to the Serengeti in November, the migration heads south again, closing a cycle that has lasted almost a year. From birth, growth, and reproduction to death, all life cycles are bound to this path. It is an eternal circuit, where life never stands still, and death is not an end, but the beginning of a new turn of the wheel. Distinguished by its reddish-brown coat and lyre-shaped horns, the topee possesses a formidable weapon: speed. It can reach 43 miles per hour and maintain remarkable agility over long distances. When pursued, instead of running in a straight line, the topee often zigzags, making it a difficult target for predators. As a favored prey for large carnivores, they also play a vital role in regulating the natural grasslands. Amidst the great flow of the migration, there is a large but remarkably gentle antelope, the eland. It is the world's largest antelope, a gentle giant of the plains. An adult eland can stand nearly 6 feet tall and weigh almost 2,200 pounds. Both males and females have long spiral horns, which serve as effective defensive weapons against enemies. Thanks to its complex stomach structure, the eland can digest a wide variety of tough plants, even the thorny leaves that many other antelopes cannot eat. Unlike other herbivores that depend on surface water, the Grant's gazelle can survive for long periods in semi-arid conditions. With speeds exceeding 50 miles per hour, they are a challenging target for predators. When it senses danger, the Grant's gazelle will raise its ears, stomp its feet, and widen its bright eyes to alert the entire herd. On this journey, another antelope is also a primary prey for large predators, the Thompson's gazelle. When faced with danger, It can reach speeds of up to 50 miles per hour and is particularly known for starting vertical leaps of 6 to 10 feet. They typically feed in the early morning and late afternoon to avoid the intense heat, favoring the short grasses that grow close to the ground. However, on this vast journey, the antelope herds are just a small part. Following them are the true giants that lead the migration. Millions of thundering hooves transform the savanna into a ceaseless wave of motion. Amidst this torrent of life and death, the blue wildebeest emerges as the soul of the greatest migration on Earth. An adult blue wildebeest can weigh up to 640 pounds. Its metallic blue-gray coat has earned it the name blue wildebeest. Their greatest strength is not ferocity, but numbers and endurance. Each year, they follow a cycle of about 500 miles, tracing the path of the rains. Each female gives birth to a single calf after an 8-month gestation. Synchronized birthing occurs over a 2 to 3 week period, with about 500,000 calves born almost simultaneously. This is no coincidence. It is a breathtakingly calculated survival strategy known as predator swamping. By producing an overwhelming number of young in a very short time, they create a feast too large for predators to fully exploit. It is a brutal gamble of numbers. Some will be sacrificed, but the majority will survive. A victory for life, bought with death itself. When pursued, they can reach speeds of around 40 to 50 miles per hour, combined with the ability to change direction quickly. They cooperate with zebras throughout the journey. Zebras often eat the taller grass tops, clearing the way for the wildebeest to feed on the shorter, more nutritious grass below. Wildebeest are the primary grazers of the Serengeti and Masai Mara ecosystem, and in turn, the primary food source for lions, hyenas, and crocodiles. If the wildebeest is the soul of the migration, then alongside it, the plains zebra is like the vibrant notes that adorn the savanna. Their black and white striped coats are a unique identifier. No two individuals have the exact same pattern. These stripes are also a form of social barcode. Studies suggest that zebras can recognize each other by these unique patterns. In a chaotic sea of black and white, a foal can still find its mother. It is not just camouflage, it is identity. These stripes are not just for camouflage. They are a form of optical armor. To the eyes of a blood-sucking tsetse fly, this is a dazzling matrix of polarized light, making it impossible for them to land. A genius solution to a tiny but deadly enemy. Plains zebras live in cohesive social groups called harems, consisting of one adult male, several females, and their young. When threatened, they form a circle with the young in the center. A zebra's kick has enough force to cause serious injury to a lion. Their sharp vision allows them to spot enemies from afar. When pursued, they can reach a top speed of about 40 miles per hour. But where there is abundant life, there is also the shadow of the predator. Following the trail of the migration, the chilling laughter of the spotted hyena echoes across the savanna. This sound brings no joy, but is an omen of blood and darkness. Spotted hyenas live in a complex social structure called a clan, which can number over 80 individuals. Hyena society is matriarchal. The females dominate, lead, and decide access to food. An adult spotted hyena weighs from 100 to 187 pounds, with females typically being larger than males. The hyena's jaw is one of the most powerful weapons in nature, with a bite force strong enough to crush the bones of a wildebeest or zebra. And their chilling laugh, it is not joy at all. This sound is usually made during moments of social stress or high excitement, such as a dispute over a carcass. Each individual has a laugh with a unique pitch, which reveals its age and status to others in the clan. It is a complex social bulletin encoded in a sound we so often misunderstand. Contrary to their image as scavengers, spotted hyenas are, in fact, organized and effective hunters. About 60% of their food comes from direct kills. Endurance is their advantage. A hyena can maintain a speed of 31 miles per hour over a long distance, exhausting its prey before bringing it down. Spotted hyenas act as true regulators of nature. They follow the herds, targeting the young, the old, or the injured. The Mara River crossing often leaves dozens of carcasses, and it is the hyenas that help clean the environment, preventing the spread of disease. But if the terrestrial predators are a challenge, the demon hiding beneath the water is a sudden death sentence. Hidden in the stretches of river, the migration must cross. Golden eyes glow like embers. It is the Nile crocodile, the executioner of the river. An adult Nile crocodile can be 13 to 16 feet long and weigh an average of 880 to 1,540 pounds. Its body is covered in a layer of scales as hard as steel. A long mouth holds teeth capable of a bite force many times stronger than a lion's. Its eyes and nostrils are on top of its head, allowing it to hide underwater almost completely undetected. At the time of the river crossing, beneath the murky water, the Nile crocodiles are in position. As the prey begins to cross, a crocodile ambushing by the bank gives a slight flick of its tail and lunges in an instant. The bite targets the ankle of a calf, the weakest point as its leg lifts from the mud. Before the prey can react, it uses its entire muscle mass to drag the victim into the water. Steel jaws clamp down as its body spins in the famous death roll. Each rotation is a brutal twist. When the prey's struggle has ceased, it switches to a drowning strategy, holding it under until it stops breathing. The river's surface gradually calms. The crocodile takes the carcass to a safe storage place under submerged tree roots. As an ancient creature, the crocodile holds the secrets of time. Deep within their stomachs, scientists often find stones known as gastroliths. They not only help grind up food, but also act as ballast, helping the crocodile dive deeper and maintain stability underwater. A technique millions of years old, still in use today. Biologically, the Nile crocodile is an opportunistic predator and can live up to 70 years in the wild. They control herbivore populations by eliminating weak or careless individuals. But there is one animal that even the river's killer must be wary of. It is the hippopotamus, a giant creature with a gentle appearance, but which carries within it incredible strength and ferocity. An adult hippopotamus can weigh up to 8,800 pounds. Though it may seem slow, it is one of the most dangerous creatures in Africa. On land, it can run at 19 miles per hour over short distances, and it is extremely agile in deep water. Its eyes, ears, and nostrils are on top of its head, allowing it to stay submerged for hours. A hippo's skin secretes a pinkish substance called blood sweat, which is actually a natural antibacterial and sun-blocking compound. Hippos live in pods, usually of 10 to 30 individuals. The dominant male maintains an underwater territory of 800 to 1,600 feet. Although herbivores, hippos are extremely aggressive in defending their territory. Their 20-inch long canine teeth are powerful enough to kill any predator. The presence of hippos can cause chaos for the migrating herds. They are known for their unpredictable temperament and will not hesitate to attack if they feel their territory is being invaded. Hippo dung contains a large amount of nutrients that feed fish populations and other aquatic organisms. On land, as they graze, they create paths that help other animals move more easily. The Great Migration is not just a search for pasture. Behind it lies a much larger ecological cycle, where life is intimately dependent on grass and rain. It is this rhythm that has shaped one of the most distinctive and vibrant ecosystems on the planet, the savanna. The African savanna is a giant biological machine where solar energy is converted into vegetation, which feeds the herbivores and in turn sustains the predators. In this rhythm of survival, one group of animals has become iconic. They are known as the Big Five. These 5 large mammal species not only represent the power of Africa, but are also pillars in maintaining the stability of the entire ecosystem. If the Great Migration reveals the grandeur of collective life, the Big Five are evidence of symbolic power, where each individual becomes the soul of the savanna. Among the mighty Big Five, there is a giant that walks slowly, but to whom the entire savanna bows in respect. It is the African elephant, the king of size in the terrestrial animal world. An adult African elephant can stand up to 10.8 feet tall and weigh from 8,800 to 15,400 pounds. Its ears, nearly 6.5 feet wide, act as biological fans, helping to dissipate heat. Its tusks, which can be over 8 feet long, are both defensive weapons and feeding tools. The most remarkable biological feature is the trunk. Delicate enough to pick a small leaf, but also strong enough to uproot an acacia tree several feet tall. The African elephant has the most complex social structure among terrestrial mammals. They live in herds of 10 to 30 individuals, consisting of related females and their young. The herd is usually led by the oldest female, the matriarch, who holds in her memory the precise locations of water sources and pastures. But it is how they communicate that is truly astounding. Beyond the trumpets we can hear, elephants also produce ultra-low frequency infrasound, which travels for miles through the ground. They do not just hear the call of the herd, they feel it through the soles of their feet. The entire savanna becomes an invisible communication network, a language of vibrations. Each day, an adult elephant can consume from 330 to 440 pounds of vegetation. As they move, they create paths through the savanna. When they topple trees or dig for water, elephants unwittingly create sources of life for many other species. Thus, they are considered the true ecological engineers of the Masai Mara. Among the species that benefit from elephants are rhinos. The black rhino, a solitary species, often seeks out the waterholes created by elephants. An adult black rhino can weigh an average of 1,760 to 3,080 pounds. Its most prominent feature is its pair of keratin horns. It is these very horns that have pushed this animal to the brink of extinction due to poaching, stemming from the false belief in their medicinal value. The black rhino's behavior is known to be wary and aggressive. Although its vision is poor, it has an extremely sensitive sense of smell and hearing. When it detects a strange scent, it can react instantly, charging at a speed of 34 miles per hour. Unlike the white rhino, which grazes on low grass, the black rhino is a browser with a pointed, prehensile upper lip like a pair of tongs, which can reach the leaves and branches of thorny acacia trees. The conservation status of the black rhino is extremely concerning. According to the IUCN, it is classified as critically endangered. At the beginning of the 20th century, there were about 850,000 individuals in Africa. But by the 1990s, that number had plummeted to just 2,500. In the Masai Mara, only a few dozen individuals remain, strictly protected under 24/7 surveillance by ranger teams. A muscular body like a living fortress wall, a pair of curved horns like an ancient suit of armor. It is the African buffalo. An adult buffalo can weigh up to 2,000 pounds. The most prominent feature is the massive pair of horns that can be up to 5 feet wide, forming a true shield that protects the skull. Buffalo live in herds, which can number in the thousands during the rainy season. The herd is led by the adult females. Their survival strategy is based on 3 pillars: muscular strength, deadly horns, and an unbreakable spirit of solidarity. When faced with danger, the entire herd immediately forms a defensive circle, with the young in the center. Solidarity is their ultimate weapon. When an individual is attacked, the entire herd will turn back to rescue it. There are many records of lions being killed by a single charge from an angry buffalo herd. This solidarity is not just a defensive instinct. Buffalo are known for their extraordinary memory and seem capable of holding a grudge. There have been documented cases of entire herds turning back to actively hunt down and attack the same lions that had stalked them days before. This is not just self-defense, it is retribution. It is for this fearsome aggression that it has earned a formidable nickname, the Black Death of Africa. A worthy opponent that forces the Black Death to use all its strength is the lion. An adult male lion can weigh from 330 to 550 pounds. The most prominent feature is the male's thick mane. The darker and denser the mane, the more it signifies strength and dominance. The lion is the only big cat to live in social groups called prides. A pride typically has from 10 to 20 individuals. The lionesses are the soul of the pride. They hunt in groups, coordinating precisely to take down large prey like wildebeest, zebras, and even buffalo. The male lion's role is to protect the territory and confront intruders. The lion's hunting strategy is based on collective strength. They rarely chase prey over long distances, but prefer to ambush, taking advantage of darkness or tall grass to approach. However, statistics show that only 20 to 30% of their hunts are successful. The ecological role of the lion is population control. By hunting, they remove weak and sick individuals, helping to maintain the health of the herbivore herds. Sharing the same Panthera lineage, the lion and the leopard are two opposing symbols of the savanna. One uses strength and pride as its weapons, while the other chooses solitude, mystery, and speed to survive. A golden coat adorned with black rosettes allows the leopard to blend perfectly into tall grass or dense foliage. This perfect camouflage makes the leopard a master of ambush. The leopard's night vision is extremely sharp. In silence, it gradually closes the distance to its prey. The leopard's attack is not based on sustained speed, but on short, explosive bursts. When the moment is right, it launches forward at nearly 36 miles per hour, enough to leap 20 feet and sink its teeth into the prey's neck. Another distinctive feature of the leopard is its strategy for storing food. After bringing down its prey, it uses its phenomenal strength to drag the carcass up a tree. This is its safe larder from the prying eyes of lions, hyenas, and jackals. The leopard's menu is incredibly diverse, from Thompson's gazelles to smaller prey like hares, birds, and even young crocodiles. But this land is not just famous for the Big Five. Behind those legendary names, there are countless other unique creatures. A noisy, chaotic, and cunning gang of the savanna. They can steal food from lions, challenge leopards, and even cause disturbances in villages. They are the olive baboons. A key feature of the olive baboon is its complex social structure. They live in troops of up to 150 individuals, organized in a hierarchical system. When the opportunity arises, the entire troop can coordinate to ambush smaller prey, using their numbers, speed, and sharp canine teeth. They often post sentinels. Some individuals climb to high points to watch while the rest of the troop forages below. A strange face, unusually curved tusks. It is the common warthog. At first glance, it may seem clumsy, but when necessary, it can become a reluctant warrior. The name warthog comes from the hard, bony lumps on its face, which serve as protection during clashes. Contrary to its slow appearance, the common warthog is extremely agile. When threatened, it can bolt at a speed of 30 miles per hour. When ambushed, if they cannot escape, they will back straight into their burrow. Interestingly, they reverse in, keeping their tusks facing outwards, ready to confront the enemy. Ears like radar dishes, a spotted coat with no two individuals alike. It is the African wild dog, a master strategist of the animal world. The African wild dog is the most successful pack hunter among Africa's carnivores, with a success rate of 70 to 80%. Instead of ambushing, they often chase their prey to exhaustion. The pack uses a relay chasing strategy, where they take turns leading the hunt, tiring out the prey. This species is also notable for its spirit of solidarity. They share their prey fairly with the entire pack, including the young, the old, and even injured members. As fast as a lightning bolt, as sleek as a living arrow. It is no coincidence that the cheetah is among the greatest names in Africa. An adult cheetah weighs from 46 to 159 pounds. Its body is built for one purpose: speed. With strides of up to 23 feet, the cheetah can reach a top speed of 60 to 70 miles per hour, making it the fastest land predator in the world. But speed is not the only strategy. Before the explosion, the cheetah chooses patience. It often observes from the hills, using its sharp eyes to spot prey up to 3 miles away. The chase lasts only 20 to 30 seconds. All energy is channeled into powerful bursts of acceleration. However, speed comes at a price. After each hunt, the cheetah's body is exhausted. This is the most dangerous time. Lions, leopards, or hyenas often appear to steal its prize. And there is a sound that one would hardly expect from such a predator. Unlike the roar of a lion, the cheetah cannot roar. Instead, it makes cat-like calls, and when content, it can produce a loud, continuous purr. Inside the fastest sprinter on the planet, there still beats the heart of a gentle big cat. Here, there is also a wild cat with special ambush skills, the caracal. Its most prominent feature is its extremely sensitive hearing. Its large ears allow it to pick up even the slightest movements under the grass or in the ground. Once it has located its prey, it suddenly leaps 6 to 10 feet into the air and dives down like an arrow, taking down its victim in an instant. On the African plains, it is not hard to spot a small figure with a back as black as a streak of charcoal. It is the black-backed jackal. The black-backed jackal is a master of opportunity. It hunts both day and night, but is more effective in the dark. An essential aspect of the jackal's survival is its intelligence and its strategy of tailing other predators. It often follows lions or hyenas from a distance, waiting for the large predators to finish their hunt to scavenge the remains. They are the most patient followers, waiting for the moment the giants are full and let their guard down. But do not mistake this opportunism for cowardice. It is a survival strategy calculated to the finest detail. When there is no feast to crash, their sharp intelligence turns them into formidable tiny hunters. Anything from insects and small reptiles to fruits is on the menu, a testament to their extraordinary adaptability. It is this extreme flexibility between scavenging and hunting for themselves that has allowed this small streak of charcoal to thrive where many others have failed. With its long legs, the ostrich can easily outrun even a galloping horse. Although it cannot fly, it compensates with extraordinary strength and endurance. An adult ostrich can stand up to 8 feet tall. Its long, powerful legs allow it to reach a top speed of 43 miles per hour, making it the fastest terrestrial bird in the world. The ostrich's eyes are up to 2 inches in diameter, the largest of any land animal, allowing it to spot enemies from over 2 miles away. Its legs are not just for running, but are also formidable weapons. A single kick can deliver enough force to take down a lion. In the sky of the Masai Mara, there is another world suspended in the air, a biological network in constant motion. The Masai Mara is not only a paradise for large land animals, but also a meeting point for over 470 bird species, including at least 60 species of raptors. During the rainy seasons, the sky becomes even more vibrant with the appearance of millions of flying insects, creating a lavish feast for insectivorous birds. Another group of birds stands out for its size and distinctive appearance: the hornbills. They possess a long, strong, but light beak due to its hollow internal structure. Hornbills are typical omnivores. This diet ensures they play a dual role in the ecosystem, as predators of small animals and as important seed dispersers. One of the most remarkable biological features of the hornbill lies in its breeding behavior. The female seals herself in a tree cavity, leaving only a narrow slit for the male to provide food. During this time, which lasts from 50 to 80 days, the female stays in the nest to incubate the eggs and care for the young. Standing out against the dry yellow grass is the silhouette of a long-legged bird. It is the secretary bird, the most unique terrestrial predator in Africa. Unlike most other birds of prey, the secretary bird spends almost all its time on the ground. It can walk over 12 miles a day in search of food. Its reputation as a snake killer comes from its technique of using its long, powerful legs to repeatedly kick the head or body of a snake. Each kick can generate a force equivalent to 5 times its body weight, enough to break bones or stun the snake. A giant black shadow glides across the sky. It is the martial eagle, one of the largest and most powerful eagles in Africa. An adult martial eagle has a massive wingspan and can soar for hours at an altitude of 6,500 feet, scanning the savanna for prey. The martial eagle's hunting strategy is based on superior vision and strength. When it spots prey, it dives at speeds of up to 140 miles per hour. Its massive talons grip the victim with enough force to break bones. It is one of the few birds capable of taking down even large monkeys or medium-sized antelopes. When a hunt ends, that is when the Marabou stork enters the survival race. One species brings death, the other cleans up the traces. It is known as the undertaker bird, often seen with a gloomy appearance, soaring on the hot air currents rising from the ground in search of carrion. The Marabou stork is a specialist scavenger. It often gathers around the carcasses of wildebeest, zebras, or buffalo, ready to compete for food with vultures and hyenas. After the Marabou stork leaves, another force immediately appears to finish the job. It is the vultures. When an animal falls, the signal quickly spreads across the sky. Flocks of vultures can gather by the hundreds in just a few minutes. A 550-pound wildebeest can be picked clean to the bone in under an hour. This speed is not only impressive, but also has significant ecological importance. It prevents the proliferation of bacteria and diseases from rotting carcasses in the hot, humid climate of the savanna. The vulture's strategy is not to kill, but to be patient and to cooperate. Each species plays a specific role in the feast of death, ensuring nothing goes to waste. In the ecological chain, vultures are the great recycling machines. By consuming carrion, they eliminate potential sources of epidemics, protecting both wildlife and humans. The flow of life in the Masai Mara does not begin with the rains, but with a body of water called the Mara River. The Mara River originates from the Mau Escarpment in western Kenya and flows for about 245 miles before emptying into Lake Victoria. It is the backbone of the entire ecosystem. The flow of the Mara River is not stable but changes with the seasons. This constant variation makes the riverine ecosystem an extremely dynamic and challenging living space. In the culture of the Masai people, the Mara River is not just a source of water. They believe the river is the lifeblood of the god Enkai. A bird of prey known as the soul of Africa's rivers. It is the African fish eagle. Its sharp eyes can spot movement on the water's surface from over half a mile away. It often perches on high branches along the river, waiting patiently. When it spots a fish near the surface, it dives at 50 miles per hour, its talons gripping the prey. Amidst the wetlands, a white silhouette quietly emerges. It is the African spoonbill. It usually stands in water 4 to 16 inches deep, slowly advancing while moving its open beak back and forth underwater. When it senses any movement, its beak snaps shut instantly, clamping down on the prey. This unique spoon-shaped weapon is a perfect tactile sensor. It does not need to see its prey in the murky water. It feels them. With just a light touch from a small fish or a larva, the beak trap springs shut at an inescapable speed. Beneath its captivating beauty, the Masai Mara is facing deep fractures in its ecosystem. The flow of water into the Mara River is no longer as regular as it once was. The climate is becoming increasingly unpredictable. Prolonged droughts, once considered rare events, have now become the new norm. The grasslands are no longer green enough to sustain hundreds of thousands of animals. When prey is scarce, predators become bolder. Conflicts between humans and wildlife are on the rise. Alarmingly, long-term studies have shown a serious decline in some iconic populations. Species such as giraffes and warthogs have seen their numbers plummet in recent decades, a warning sign for the health of the entire ecosystem. Elephants are also threatened by poaching. Currently, fewer than 35 black rhinos are recorded in the Masai Mara. Meanwhile, the pressure from tourism is constantly increasing. The noise from engines and crowds disrupts the fragile rhythm of the animals' lives. Amidst these silent challenges, new seeds of life continue to be nurtured, discreetly but persistently. On the lands of the Masai Mara, conservancies managed by local communities have become safe havens for over 80% of the region's large animals. GPS collars on elephants and lions record every movement, helping organizations like the Mara Elephant Project better understand the threats they face. The Maasai community is no longer on the sidelines. Land lease agreements with the conservancies generate sustainable income. Ecotourism is strictly controlled, ensuring that wildlife is observed without being disturbed. Every step we leave on this planet creates an imprint, positive or negative. The choice is ours. Protecting the Masai Mara is protecting our own future. Wherever we are, every small action can make a difference. Nature needs our voice now, before it is too late. Beneath the vast skies of southern Florida, a silent battle for survival unfolds each day. The blue eyes of a Florida panther track a white-tailed deer. The big cat glides among the mangrove trees like a stealthy phantom, waiting for the perfect moment to ambush its prey. Each step it takes is also a step against the encroachment of urbanization, as today only just over 100 individuals remain in the wild. In the brackish waters, an American alligator moves in silence, but the currents are no longer what they were. Rising sea levels have devastated the areas where they once bred. The Everglades, a land that gives life to an extraordinary biodiversity, is also a battlefield where precious creatures face the most brutal changes of the natural world. Woven with the ancient stories of nature, the Everglades is a place where every creature from the American alligator to the West Indian manatee exists in a slow but vibrant dance. Everglades National Park is one of the most unique ecosystems in the world. Established in 1947, this park protects over 2,300 square miles of land. The Everglades is the largest tropical wilderness in the United States and also the largest wilderness of any kind east of the Mississippi River. Overcoming all challenges, the park was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1979. Its waters, like the arteries of the earth, were recognized by the Ramsar Convention as a wetland of international importance in 1987. The journey of the Everglades begins with an ancient geological story. It is a vast land lying on a bed of Miami limestone formed millions of years ago during the Pleistocene. Tiny marine organisms, corals, shells, and plankton died and left behind their sediments like silent pieces, building the skeleton of this land. Unlike most national parks that protect geographic formations, Everglades National Park was created with a single mission: to preserve a fragile ecosystem. It is the most significant breeding ground for tropical wading birds in North America and contains the largest mangrove ecosystem in the Western Hemisphere. The park is home to 36 threatened or protected species, including the Florida panther, the American crocodile, and the West Indian manatee. The The Everglades is also a haven for more than 350 species of birds, 300 species of fish, 40 species of mammals, and 50 species of reptiles. The freshwater sloughs and marl prairies, two of the 9 recognized ecosystems in the Everglades, silently weave their own rhythm of life. It all begins with the slow but constant movement of water, the essential element that shapes the identity of this land. In the freshwater sloughs, water flows gently from Lake Okeechobee southward at a rate of only 1/4 of a mile per day. From a distance, these waters may seem still, but they are in fact essential arteries that sustain the aquatic ecosystem, nurturing majestic plants like sawgrass, which can grow up to 6 feet tall. Conversely, the marl prairies tell a different story. These grasslands are seasonally flooded. Water seeps through the marl, creating a thin layer of water that lasts only a few months of the year. When the water recedes, periphyton, a mixture of algae and plankton clinging to the limestone, emerges and transforms into a grey sludge, a silent symbol of the approaching dry season. Both of these ecosystems are not just habitats. They also function as true natural reservoirs. They store water during the rainy season and release it gradually during the dry season. Thanks to this, the Everglades maintains its sweet flow and resists saltwater intrusion from the nearby ocean. Each slough, each prairie is an indispensable piece of the puzzle sustaining the lives of countless species. The abundance of fish, amphibians, and young birds in the swamps attracts many species of freshwater turtles and reptiles. Among them, the American alligator, Alligator mississippiensis, plays a crucial role. As a living icon of this ecosystem, the American alligator not only survives, but also maintains the natural balance. The flooded swamps and marl prairies are essential habitats where the American alligator thrives. Although once on the brink of extinction in the 20th century, this species was removed from the endangered species list in 1987. Thanks to active conservation efforts, the American alligator population has increased significantly, being more abundant in the Everglades than anywhere else in Florida. From once being considered a critical patient on the endangered species list, there are now over 1.25 million individuals in Florida alone. Adult male alligators can reach lengths of 13 to 15 feet, while females are smaller, reaching a maximum of 10 feet. However, in southern Florida, both sexes tend to be smaller, with a characteristically broad snout. The female alligator chooses high ground to build her nest, protecting her eggs from the floods that could destroy them in a matter of hours. The nest can be up to 3.5 feet high and is carefully guarded by the mother throughout the 58 to 63-day incubation period. In the early stages of life, the diet of an American alligator consists mainly of insects, small fish, and frogs. As they grow, alligators expand their menu. They hunt larger fish turtles, birds, and even small mammals. They often position themselves on the banks of freshwater sloughs or marl prairies, where they can remain motionless for more than 90% of the time. For larger prey, like the white-tailed deer or wild boar, the alligator uses its famous technique known as the death roll. They spin their bodies over and over, tearing apart and completely unbalancing the prey, leaving it no chance of escape. We have seen the American alligator as an apex predator, but its most crucial role is revealed when the dry season arrives. As the water levels in the swamps recede, alligators use their powerful snouts and tails to dig deep holes known as gator holes. These holes are not just a refuge for the alligator itself. When much of the Everglades dries up, they become the last oases, precious reservoirs of fresh water. Fish turtles, birds, and even mammals all come here to survive the harsh, dry season. In this way, the American alligator unwittingly becomes an ecosystem engineer. It not only hunts to survive, but it also shapes the habitat, becoming an unwilling guardian for dozens of other species. Without these engineers, life in the Everglades would struggle to survive the scorching summer months. Also, in these silent waters, the great blue heron spreads its wings like a living symbol of the Everglades ecosystem. Standing up to 4 feet tall with a wingspan of nearly 7 feet, it is the largest heron in North America. The fresh water sloughs, the natural channels where water flows slowly, are its ideal hunting grounds. When the rainy season ends and the marl prairies begin to crack from lack of water, the great blue heron moves to the few remaining wetlands where it patiently waits for its prey. Under the brilliant Everglades sun, the great blue heron stands tall like a motionless statue in the shallow water. Its long legs and waterproof plumage allow it to move easily through the freshwater sloughs and marl prairies without disturbing the environment. When a prey, be it a fish, an amphibian, or even a small mammal, glides by, the great blue heron reacts with a lightning-fast movement, launching its long neck and sharp bill into the water. It can catch its prey in just 1/10 of a second from detection, thanks to its extremely fast reflexes and absolute concentration. Thanks to this precise skill, the success rate of the great blue heron in the freshwater sloughs is between 60 and 70%, according to a 2023 report. Besides its role as a formidable predator, the great blue heron also plays an important part in maintaining ecological balance. By feeding on fish and amphibians, this species helps to control the populations of its prey, preventing an overabundance that could alter the dynamics of the ecosystem. Amidst the arid lands of the Everglades, the pinelands ecosystem emerges as a vibrant tableau. Although it occupies only 2% of the park's area, this ecosystem is one of the most important, protecting a unique biodiversity. The exposed limestone bedrock and extremely thin soil make the pinelands a real challenge for life. However, the South Florida/pines rise strongly from the cracks in the rock where water and soil accumulate in small pockets. Amidst the dense pine forests and the arid, rocky terrain of the pinelands ecosystem in the Everglades, the Florida panther moves with an agile body and a sharp gaze. This cat is one of the top predators in Florida and a unique subspecies of the cougar. The tall pines and the open spaces between them provide ideal hunting grounds where prey is abundant and easily accessible. However, not all areas of the Everglades are suitable for this species. As most of the park is covered by wetlands, the Florida panther population is reduced and mostly confined to higher areas like the pinelands. The Florida panther is currently on the endangered species list with an estimated population of only 120 to 230 individuals, primarily living in southern Florida. Previously, this species was distributed throughout the southeastern United States, but its current range occupies less than 5% of its original territory. Its primary prey is the white-tailed deer, which makes up 70 to 90% of its diet, thanks to the abundance of this species in the region. With silent steps and lightning speed, the panther approaches its target stealthily and takes it down with powerful pounces and a fatal bite. In the pinelands of the Everglades pineland ecosystem, the presence of the white-tailed deer dictates the rhythm of the entire ecosystem's balance. With over 30 million individuals distributed across the United States, this deer is an important part of the Everglades ecological picture. The white-tailed deer makes up 70 to 90% of the Florida panther's diet, playing a fundamental role in the food chain. A white-tailed deer consumes from 5 to 7 pounds of food per day. Its diet varies with the seasons, consisting mainly of shrubs, leaves, acorns, and sometimes grass. The white-tailed deer has a flexible social structure that changes with the seasons. During the rut, which typically occurs from October to December, males and females live separately and only meet to mate. After the breeding season, males are often solitary or in small groups, while females form groups of 3 to 5 individuals with their young. During the rut, males compete fiercely for the right to breed. Females tend to choose the strongest males with the largest antlers as mates. Antlers are not just an indicator of good health, but also of competitive ability. This process ensures a stronger next generation and a genetically healthy population in the long run. The dense pine forests of the pinelands stretch across the Everglades. From a distance, a steady tapping sound echoes like the heartbeat of the forest. This is not just a refuge, but also a hunting ground for woodpecker species of the family Pisidae. In the pinelands, the straight, rough trunks of the pine trees become homes and a source of food for woodpeckers. The red cockaded woodpecker, with its distinctive plumage, forages by drilling into the bark, creating crevices where insects hide. The pileated woodpecker, the largest woodpecker in the region, carves deep holes in the tree trunks, leaving behind unmistakable marks. Meanwhile, the red-bellied woodpecker moves nimbly among the thinner branches, searching for food among the leaves. The pinelands ecosystem provides not only food, but also essential spaces for woodpeckers to build their nests. The cavities they excavate are not just their breeding grounds, but also become shelters for other animal species. Under the clear skies of the Everglades, the northern mockingbird stands out with its elegant and vibrant appearance. Its silver-gray plumage allows it to blend into the arid landscape of the pinelands, but whenever it takes flight, its distinctive white wing patches shine brightly. With a wingspan of 12 to 15 inches and a weight of about 1.5 to 2 ounces, this bird has a small but extremely agile body. In the harsh environment of the pinelands, where sparse vegetation and limestone dominate the ground, the northern mockingbird finds its sustenance through a varied diet. The small insects hidden under the bark and the berries hanging among the branches are its source of energy to survive the harshest dry seasons. The northern mockingbird is known for its incredible ability to mimic the songs of other birds and the sounds of its environment, including car alarms or mobile phone ringtones. It is believed that this ability plays a fundamental role in establishing and defending territory, as well as in attracting mates. Males, which can mimic a greater variety of sounds, are often more successful in both defending their territory and attracting females. The mechanism behind this ability is based on the mockingbird's capacity to learn and remember sounds over long periods. Some individuals can mimic up to 200 different sounds, including the songs of at least 35 different species. Beneath the canopy of the pine trees, the common starling often appears like a vibrant flash of light. With its glossy black plumage that shimmers with purple and blue hues in the sunlight, this bird sparkles like a precious gem in nature. The common starling is typically an omnivore. From insects and small invertebrates to young mammals and the nestlings of other species, the starling takes advantage of any available prey. It often forages on the ground, especially in areas with sparse vegetation or open grasslands, where access to resources is easier. This species is known for its competitive behavior, especially during the breeding season. They can put pressure on smaller bird species by taking over their nests and eating their eggs. Also, in the pinelands ecosystem of the Everglades, the loggerhead shrike stands out as a small but skilled predator. With its strong hooked beak, this bird not only hunts insects and small birds, but also small mammals like mice. What is most characteristic is that the loggerhead shrike uses thorns or sharp twigs to impale its prey, creating a unique image reminiscent of natural coathooks. In the vast expanse of the Everglades, where water flows slowly through endless swamps, the tropical hardwood hammocks appear as unique ecological islands. Only 1 to 3 feet above sea level, these dry lands are steadfast points amidst a sea of grass and seasonal water. Thanks to this elevation, they escape the prolonged floods, creating an ideal refuge for many unique species of flora and fauna. Beneath the canopy is another world. Dense shrubs and impenetrable thickets create a perfect sanctuary for the Florida black bear, the white-tailed deer, and especially the Florida panther. These animals find a sanctuary in the hammocks during the dry season, where water is scarce but shade is plentiful. Seen from the sky, these hammocks look like teardrops scattered amidst the slow flow of water, preserving life amidst the wild nature of the Everglades. Perhaps they are the tears of creation shed to preserve life in this landscape which, though seemingly desolate, is full of hope. Under the shade of the tropical hardwood hammocks, the Florida black bear finds refuge and an abundant source of food. This is a unique subspecies of the American black bear, with an estimated population of about 4,000 individuals in Florida in 2023. Only a small fraction of these live in the Everglades. These dense tropical forests provide not only safe havens, but also important mating grounds. The vegetation of the tropical hardwood hammocks provides an abundant food source with broadleaf species like mahogany and southern live oak, creating a rich and stable environment year-round for the Florida black bear. In spring and summer, they search for insects and feed on succulent plants. When autumn arrives, their diet shifts to fruits and nuts, especially from the sable palm and wild olive. Thanks to its omnivorous diet, the Florida black bear plays an essential role in preserving plant diversity. In the ecosystem of the tropical hardwood hammocks, as it moves far from the parent plant, the bear disperses the seeds of more than 20 different species through its scat, thereby promoting the regeneration of the forest. Only in the tropical hardwood hammocks, the gray fox moves through the Everglades with remarkable agility and adaptability. It is the only canid whose natural range includes both North and South America. The gray fox possesses a compact and flexible body 31 to 44 inches long, including the tail, and weighing 8 to 15 pounds, allowing it to move easily through the dense forests. Its gray coat provides excellent camouflage in the low-light environment where the sun's rays barely penetrate the canopy. As an omnivore, the gray fox consumes a wide variety of food, including insects, small mammals like mice and squirrels, bird eggs, fruits, and edible tropical plants. In the summer, about 40% of its diet consists of insects and small mammals. Conversely, in the fall and winter, fruits and nuts make up to 60% of its food intake. One of the most remarkable features of the gray fox is its impressive tree climbing ability. Unlike most other canids, it can climb tree branches to escape larger predators like the Florida panther or the red wolf. This skill also allows it to access food sources high above, such as fruits and insects, giving it a significant advantage to survive and thrive in the challenging environment of the Everglades. From late winter to midsummer, the northern cardinal chooses the low bushes in the tropical hardwood hammocks to build its nest in safe places. The northern cardinal has entered its breeding season. The dense layers of canopy in these hammocks provide a perfect refuge, helping them protect their eggs and young from predators and harsh weather conditions. Under the shade of the tropical hardwood hammocks, the northern cardinal shines with its brilliant red plumage. The male, with its distinctive crest and a black mask around its bill, is 8 to 9 inches long and weighs 1.5 to 1.7 ounces. The female, in contrast, has a paler reddish-brown plumage, but with hints of red on her wings, tail and crest, giving her a subtle elegance. The northern cardinal is not only beautiful, but is also known for its powerful song, especially in the dense forests. As an omnivorous bird, the northern cardinal's diet includes seeds, fruits, and insects. About 70% of its diet consists of seeds and fruits, especially berries. During the breeding season, the northern cardinal increases its consumption of insects to ensure an adequate source of protein to feed its young. During that time, insects make up to 40% of its diet. Thanks to this behavior, the northern cardinal contributed to a 20% reduction in harmful insect populations in 2024, thereby helping to protect the vegetation and maintain the stability of the ecosystem. The dense forests of the tropical hardwood hammocks also provide shelter and ideal nesting sites for the southern bald eagle. In the dense forests of the tropical hardwood hammocks, the southern bald eagle often builds its nest in tall, sturdy trees like oaks and palms. The nests are impressive structures that can weigh hundreds of pounds and are reused for many years, becoming a symbol of resilience in the wild. In the tropical forests of the tropical hardwood hammocks, where lagoons, swamps and streams are interspersed, the southern bald eagle finds the perfect environment for hunting. It is a large bird of prey with a wingspan of 6 to 7.5 feet and a weight of 8 to 14 pounds. As a sea eagle, its diet is primarily based on fish, which makes up 60 to 90% of its food intake. Besides fish, it also hunts birds and small mammals and sometimes does not hesitate to eat carrion. In the darkness of the tropical hardwood hammocks at night, the unmistakable hoot of the barred owl rings out. It is a distinctive sound that many remember as "Who cooks for you, who cooks for you all?" Its call can be heard up to half a mile through the dense forest, marking its territory and serving as a means of communication with its mate. The barred owl is a nocturnal predator with large eyes that allow it to see clearly in the darkness under the dense canopy. Its silent flight combined with its exceptional vision allows it to hunt without being detected. As we venture deeper into the Cypress Dome ecosystem, the landscape of the Everglades unfolds like a masterpiece of nature, with cypress forests stretching as far as the eye can see. This is one of the most important wetlands in the region, where the calm, stable water allows the cypress trees to thrive. The dome cypresses grow in clusters, with the tallest trees in the center and smaller ones towards the edges, creating a characteristic dome shape. The tall cypress trees are also nesting sites for many bird species, forming a vibrant ecosystem. At their base, mammals find safe shelter, completing a picture of biodiversity where every creature contributes to the balance of the natural environment. Amidst the vast swamps and slow-moving streams of the Cypress Dome ecosystem in the Everglades, the river otter finds its ideal home. In this environment, the calm waters and dense vegetation form a network of wetlands where these otters can easily hide and hunt without being seen. Under the water's surface, they glide through narrow channels and flooded grasslands in search of food, mainly fish and other aquatic species. River otters are not just solitary creatures. They also form small groups of 2 to 5 individuals cooperating closely in hunting and sharing territory. They often live in family groups consisting of a mother and her young. Using burrows, they dig themselves or take over from other species for shelter. As a semi-aquatic species, the river otter stands out for its excellent dexterity when hunting underwater. Thanks to their agility and flexibility, they pursue fish, crustaceans, and sometimes amphibians. Their whiskers are very sensitive, allowing them to detect movements in the water even when visibility is limited. Although they often hunt alone, they can also cooperate in groups, increasing their success rate by 20%, especially in deeper waters. The river otter plays a crucial role in the ecological balance of the Everglades Cypress Dome ecosystem. According to a 2024 study, otters can reduce the population of small predatory fish in the wetlands by up to 30%, which lessens the pressure on larger fish species. Otters also compete for resources with other large predators like alligators, making them an important component in maintaining the delicate balance of the Cypress Dome ecosystem. In the tranquility of the Cypress Dome ecosystem, the anhinga perches on a branch or rock with its wings spread wide, drying its feathers and regulating its body temperature. With a body that can be up to 35 inches long and a weight of about 2.6 pounds, the anhinga is capable of diving deep to catch fish and other aquatic animals. However, after these dives, its feathers become waterlogged, making it heavier and limiting its ability to fly. Its ability to fly is highly dependent on sunning, which allows it to dry its feathers quickly, especially in the hot and humid climate of the Everglades. The anhinga is a specialized aquatic predator recognized by its long, sharp bill that allows it to spear and catch fish with high precision. Fish make up to 90% of its diet, according to a 2024 study, while the rest consists of amphibians and small crustaceans. Thanks to its webbed feet, the anhinga swims with agility, gliding underwater like a silent spear, using the shadows to approach its prey without being detected. Through its underwater hunting style, the anhinga plays an essential role in regulating fish populations, helping to maintain the balance of the ecosystem. A 2024 study showed that the anhinga can consume up to 50% of the small fish in some freshwater areas of the Everglades, thereby contributing to the ecological stability of the environment. Along the coast of southern Florida, the majestic aerial roots of the red mangrove rise like natural ramparts, blocking the assault of waves and storms. Where the land meets the sea, the mangrove forest stretches out, embracing the coast. This system not only acts as a shield, but also as a natural nursery. In these nutrient-rich brackish waters, the red mangrove with its prominent roots helps to stabilize the soil and prevent coastal erosion. The black mangrove and the white mangrove form different forest layers, each playing an essential role in maintaining the ecosystem. This is also a vibrant territory teeming with biodiversity. Birds, fish and crustaceans gather here, with over 220 species of fish surviving in this unique brackish water environment. The shallow, nutrient-rich waters under the mangrove canopy provide an ideal place for breeding, protecting the young from predatory threats. The delicate balance of the food chain is maintained by these fish species. They act as a food source for birds and mammals, while also regulating the populations of crustaceans and amphibians. Each morning, as the sun illuminates the mangrove, forests, flocks of wading birds spread their wings and fly across the sky, creating scenes full of life. The brackish water ecosystem of the mangrove forest provides them not only with shelter, but also an abundant source of food. Among these birds, the brown pelican stands out with a wide wingspan of 7 to 8 feet and a unique hunting technique. With an average weight of 7 to 11 pounds, it is one of the iconic species of the coastal and mangrove regions. The brown pelican uses a gular pouch under its bill to catch fish, achieving a success rate of up to 60%, especially during seasons with abundant food. In the past, this species was on the brink of extinction due to the use of the pesticide DDT. Thanks to conservation efforts, their numbers have significantly recovered. Another wading bird that stands out in the mangrove ecosystem is the American white ibis, often seen wading in the shallow waters. In ancient Egypt, it was believed that the ibis was the embodiment of the god Thoth, the deity of wisdom and knowledge. Its long, thin, downward curving bill allows it to search for crustaceans hidden under the mud. Unlike many other wading birds, the white ibis feeds primarily on crabs and shrimp. This dietary preference allows it to control the populations of crustaceans, helping to maintain the ecological balance of the mangrove ecosystem. In the mangrove ecosystem of the Everglades, the great egret also stands out as one of the most majestic wading birds due to its elegance and large size. At over 4 feet tall with a wingspan of up to 5 feet, it is one of the largest water birds, second only to the great blue heron. This species employs a unique hunting technique. It walks slowly or stands still, patiently waiting until a fish frog or large insect passes by. With a lightning-fast reflex in just a few milliseconds, it launches its sharp bill to catch its prey. This skill makes the great egret one of the most effective predators in the mangrove ecosystem. The mangrove ecosystem is now a refuge and feeding ground for one of the rarest and most vulnerable aquatic mammals, the West Indian manatee. This species is particularly vulnerable to boat propellers due to its limited ability to detect low-frequency sounds. Weighing up to 1,200 pounds, these gentle giants spend about 8 hours a day grazing on seagrass and other aquatic vegetation. Their slow and continuous movement contributes to the balance of the ecosystem, consuming up to 100 pounds of vegetation per day. At the intersection of land and sea in the Everglades, the coastal lowlands emerge where natural elements blend perfectly. Here there is no clear boundary between fresh and salt water. Each rainy season brings a flow of fresh water from the north, flooding the swamps and arid lands. The coastal lowlands are a diverse, harsh, yet essential ecosystem. They form a natural rampart, protecting the Everglades from storms. Everything seems to work as if an invisible hand of creation is guiding and arranging every detail with a deep and wonderful wisdom.
In the heart of Croatia, where the wilderness remains raw and majestic, each day is a fierce battle for survival. On the rugged peaks of the Dinaric Alps, alpine chamois forage along sheer cliffs. Unbeknownst to them, a gray wolf silently leads its pack, its eyes like blades in the moonlight. Elsewhere, the Eurasian lynx, with its exquisitely patterned coat, moves like a phantom through the forest, stalking its prey. Beneath the surface, the karst cave systems hold secrets millions of years old. Rushing subterranean rivers, magnificent stalagmites, and mysterious creatures like the Om tell the story of a world rarely touched by man. Meanwhile, off the Adriatic coast, Atlantic bottlenose dolphins break the calm surface with powerful leaps. The seahorse chooses a quieter path, clinging to seaweed and surviving in harmony with the gentle ocean currents. Croatia's wildlife turns in a ceaseless cycle, and nature reveals itself as a dramatic masterpiece. There is a nation in Europe where every mile of land seems to have been sculpted by the hand of God. Croatia, spanning over 21,600 square miles, is a perfect blend of mountains, plains, sea, and thousands of glittering islands. Situated on the Balkan Peninsula, Croatia lies at the crossroads of the Mediterranean, Central Europe, and Southeastern Europe. Despite its small size, Croatia boasts an immense natural and historical heritage. Perched atop Europe's largest karst system, Croatia emerged from geological movements over 200 million years ago. Over millennia, water and time have sculpted the limestone, creating a vast network of deep caves and karst valleys. Croatia is like a masterful mosaic of natural elements. Jagged limestone peaks and deep valleys paint a picture of raw power and majesty. Meanwhile, water, the lifeblood of the land, is the artist of the Croatian landscape. Croatia is not only a land of natural wonders, but also a place steeped in deep history. In the 6th century, Slavic tribes migrated to the region, laying the foundation for the Croatian state. In 925, under the reign of King Tomislav, Croatia became an independent kingdom, uniting Dalmatia, Slavonia, and the Dinaric Alps. After World War II, Croatia became part of the Yugoslav Federation, finally declaring independence in 1991. Today, Croatia is a modern nation and has been a member of the European Union since 2013. Yet, it retains its distinct identity, With over 37% of its land protected, Croatia is a leader in nature conservation. The city of Dubrovnik, with its ancient walls stretching 6,365 feet, has withstood the fierce Bora winds. Croatia is not just an open book of geology, but also a living museum of biodiversity. Though just over 19,300 square miles, Croatia is home to over 2,300 animal species and 3,500 plant species. Over 47% of Croatia's land area is protected, including 8 national parks and 11 nature parks. This dedication has fostered a model of sustainable conservation. This investment is not merely an environmental effort, but also an economic driver. Over 19 million tourists visit Croatia each year to admire its natural beauty and experience its rare biodiversity. Croatia ranks 3rd in Europe for endemic species, thanks to the Dinaric Alps system. In the heart of Croatia, the Dinaric Alps, like a massive limestone spine, stretch 645 miles from Slovenia to Albania. This mountain range, over 373 miles long, is not just a geographical landmark, but an ecological treasure. Formed by powerful tectonic movements over 50 million years ago, the Dinaric Alps are a natural masterpiece. The groundwater system here supplies over 70% of Croatia's drinking water. The primeval forests of the Dinaric Alps are like an ancient book of nature. Stretching across the rugged limestone terrain, these forests are not just ecosystems but living wonders. The soil here is thin but rich in minerals, providing ideal conditions for the growth of large trees. The silver fir, reaching heights of up to 131 feet, stands like colossal pillars holding up the sky. Deep within the primeval forests of Croatia's Dinaric Alps, the gray wolf emerges as a powerful symbol of the wilderness. These silent predators have existed for hundreds of thousands of years, witnessing changes in climate and landscape. The gray wolf embodies a raw beauty and primal strength, weighing up to 110 pounds and measuring over 5 feet in length. In the 20th century, the gray wolf nearly vanished due to hunting and habitat loss. It was not until the 1,992nd, thanks to dedicated conservation efforts, that their numbers began to recover. Today, only about 200 to 250 individuals remain, primarily in the Dinaric Alps. Far from being solitary phantoms, gray wolves live in tightly knit packs with well-defined social structures. A pack typically consists of 6 to 12 members, led by an alpha pair. Their haunting howls, echoing for over 10 miles, are invisible signals that connect the pack and mark their presence. When hunting, the gray wolf is a strategic genius. Prey such as alpine, chamois, roe deer, and even wild boar are carefully targeted. At the right moment, the pack uses its speed and strength to corner prey in treacherous terrain or deep snow. The hunt is a perfectly coordinated effort, with precise bites to the neck or legs. But the gray wolf's role extends far beyond hunting. They act as guardians of the ecosystem. By preventing overgrazing, wolves help preserve the forest vegetation, maintaining a natural balance. Their presence also creates a landscape of fear, encouraging prey to move frequently. The gray wolf, with its strength and intelligence, is not merely a predator, it is the spirit of the forest. The freshwater ecosystem of Plitvice Lakes is one of the richest in Europe, teeming with life both on land and in the water. To date, scientists have recorded about 50 mammal species living in the area. Beyond the large mammals, Plitvice Lakes is home to a much more diverse array of wildlife. Some 321 species of butterflies have been identified here, including 76 day-flying species and 245 moth species. However, scientists estimate this represents only about 40% of the total butterfly population in the area. The shores and shallow waters of Plitvice lakes provide the perfect environment for 12 amphibian species. Additionally, several reptile species have been recorded here, enriching the characteristic biodiversity of the region. The interconnected lakes and waterfalls of Plitvice are not just a scenic wonder, but also an ideal habitat. The brown trout, a prominent resident of these waters, typically weighs between 2 and 4.5 pounds. The streams and currents in Plitvice act as the ecosystem's lifeblood, bringing vitality to every corner. Streams flowing from the forest into the lakes carry nutrients, while water from the lake seeps into the ground. Plitvice Lakes National Park unfolds like a symphony of water, rock, and life, where nature creates masterpieces. Nestled within the Dinaric Alps, this park is a living testament to the power of time. Recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1979, Plitvice is more than just an enchanting destination. The park's 16 interconnected lakes, linked by over 90 waterfalls, are like shimmering emerald jewels. These lakes are divided into two main sections, the upper lakes and the lower lakes, each with its own distinct beauty. The interplay of light, minerals, and natural currents transforms these lakes into a living watercolor painting. The waterfalls of Plitvice, such as Veliki Slap, which stands 256 feet high, are awe-inspiring wonders. Water cascades down limestone formations, creating a resonant sound like nature's timeless hymn.
After 6 months of severe drought, heavy rains finally arrive, reviving the Ruaha River. Water flows strongly again, filling the ponds and streams across the landscape. Elephants, kudu, and Cape buffalo gather to drink and graze on the fresh green grass. Birds return to the trees and insects buzz in the air, signaling the return of life. The pride moves through this new environment, finding water and food more easily. Junior quickly regains his strength, encouraged by the recovering land and the support from his pride. The rainy seasons in Ruaha are becoming shorter and more unpredictable due to climate change and human activities like dam construction. Water resources are under pressure, affecting plants and wildlife. Without protection, the ecosystem could degrade and risk turning into a desert. Urgent action is needed to preserve the habitat and ensure the survival of all species. While nature has temporarily revived, the legacy of survival of the matriarch and junior reminds us of nature's power and the human responsibility to protect this wilderness. In the stillness of the winter wetlands, the great white heron emerges like a living statue. Standing nearly 1 meter tall with a wingspan exceeding 1.5 meters, this majestic bird embodies both grace and formidable strength.
It lives at altitudes of over 3,000 meters where the thin air makes every step heavy and where the temperature can drop below -30 degrees Celsius at night.
With a beak sharp as a spearhead, it strikes down into the water with lightning-fast precision.
Its favored prey is the Himalayan blue sheep, or baram, agile creatures that can scale near vertical cliffs.
Amidst the stillness of the Pannonian Basin, this agile aquatic mammal emerges as a true master of the water. With agile swimming and diving abilities, the otter can hold its breath for up to 6 minutes, exploring icy currents in search of small fish, shrimp crabs, and occasionally amphibians. The Sava Marsh Nature Reserve emerges like a vivid tableau where the gentle flow of the Sava River meanders gracefully across the Pannonian Basin. This is not merely a nature reserve. It is the ecological heart of Croatia, home to ancient Slavonian oak forests and vast expanses of wetlands. The towering Slavonian oaks here stand like sentinels of history, reaching heights of up to 30 meters, their vast canopy weaving a lush verdant tapestry.
A single leap from a snow leopard can cover up to 15 meters, a perfect display combining power, agility, and lethal precision.
Once threatened by habitat loss and pollution, the white stork population within these wetlands has now stabilized thanks to dedicated conservation efforts. The village of Chigoch, nestled deep within the sanctuary, is a unique gathering place for more than 40 pairs of white storks. Upon the traditional wooden rooftops, colossal nests meticulously constructed over many years, sometimes spanning generations, stand as vivid emblems of harmonious coexistence between humanity and the natural world. Spring is not merely the season of nest building. It is also a time of love and the birth of new life for the white stork. The rhythmic tapping of their beaks resonates through the tranquil air, a delicate signal of courtship. Each pair typically lays between 4 and 6 eggs. Upon hatching, the fledglings are utterly dependent on their parents, tireless in their quest as they soar through the air in search of insects, frogs, small fish, and even rodents. Amidst the vast expanse of wetlands, the elegant silhouette of the great crested grebe glides gently across the water's surface, reminiscent of graceful ballet dancers.
Large, immense, unhurried, it is the greater one-horned Indian rhinoceros, the majestic icon of this land. With its thick, folded skin resembling plates of armor, it looks like an ancient warrior stepping out of legend.
The nest of the great crested grebe is a floating marvel meticulously crafted from slender twigs and decaying leaves. These nests serve not only as a secure sanctuary for laying eggs, but also as a strategic vantage point from which parents vigilantly guard their young against lurking predators. In eastern Croatia, where the Danube and Drava rivers converge, lies the wetland realm of Kopachki Rit. This is not merely an ordinary wetland, but the very beating heart of the Balkan ecosystem. Kopachki Rit emerges like a vivid watercolor painting. Recognized as a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve, this region forms the lifeblood of the Pannonian Basin. This place is home to more than 140 species of birds. Notably, flocks of grey herons and night herons undertake a remarkable migration from Africa to this wetland each spring. On this arduous journey, Kopachki Rit serves as the perfect sanctuary, offering a sumptuous banquet of fish, insects, and small animals.
Their eyesight is quite poor, but their senses of smell and hearing are extremely well developed, helping them to easily detect signs of.
In springtime, Kopachki Rit transforms into the grand stage for the survival journey of the grey heron.
The mud not only cools their bodies in the tropical sun, but also helps to prevent insect bites and heal minor.
Wetland environments provide an abundant source of nourishment.
Though they may seem solitary and silent, one-horned rhinos play a key role in the ecosystem.
Amidst the vast flocks of migratory birds, the Eurasian crane embarks on an extraordinary journey, forging a remarkable link between Africa and Northern Europe. On this epic journey, Kopachki Rit emerges as an indispensable sanctuary. Their iconic V-shaped formation is not merely a striking spectacle, but a brilliant migratory strategy that reduces air resistance and conserves energy.
In the towering canopy of the Himalayas, a small figure weaves its way through the forest leaves.
They also construct their nests directly upon the water's surface, crafting floating sanctuaries where they fiercely tend to and safeguard their eggs. Amidst the towering grasslands, red deer move with silent grace, their majestic forms blending seamlessly into the natural tapestry of Kopachki Rit. This largest deer species in Europe does not merely survive, it embodies a resilient spirit, thriving robustly amid harsh climates and seasonal floods. The red deer stag can reach a shoulder height of up to 1.4 meters and weigh approximately 270 kilograms. Their large branching antlers serve not only as formidable weapons, but also as potent symbols of dominance in territorial disputes and mating contests. In autumn, the males engage in fierce battles. Their thunderous roar serves both as a summons to potential mates and a stern warning to rivals. Amidst the stillness of tranquil lakes, the Eurasian beaver emerges as a silent natural engineer sculpting and safeguarding its environment. Once teetering on the brink of extinction in the 19th century, the Eurasian beaver has since witnessed a remarkable resurgence thanks to dedicated conservation efforts. Beaver dams constructed from wood and mud create tranquil ponds that serve not only as protection from predators, but also as abundant reservoirs of resources. They can fell trees with diameters of up to 15 centimeters within mere hours, transforming entire forests into vibrant aquatic habitats. Beavers are true ecological engineers. By regulating the flow of water and creating reservoirs, they mitigate the risk of flooding from the Danube and Drava rivers, while simultaneously replenishing vital groundwater reserves. In the skies above Kopachki Rit, where the Danube and Drava rivers converge, the white-tailed eagle reigns supreme. With an impressive wingspan exceeding 2.4 meters, it stands among the largest birds of prey in Europe, embodying resilience and remarkable adaptability. Each spring, the white-tailed eagle constructs its nest atop the tallest trees. These colossal nests, spanning up to 2 meters in width, stand as formidable fortresses, safeguarding the next generation. The white-tailed eagle exhibits a profound monogamous behavior, forging lifelong bonds with a single mate. However, as the wetlands began to shrink, the population of white-tailed eagles experienced a significant decline. Today, there remain only about 120 breeding pairs in Croatia. The more I explore Kopachki Rit, the clearer it becomes no species is superfluous within this intricate ecosystem. would have imagined that a single beaver could alter the course of a river? Nature indeed is the greatest of teachers. Watching the cranes take flight, hearing the deer's resonant calls, I find myself pondering, have we truly learned to live in harmony with nature? Along the coastline of Croatia, the Adriatic Sea mirrors the sky like an expansive, shimmering glass. But beneath its surface lies another world, a realm teeming with vibrant and pulsating life. Stretching over 1,400 kilometers, the Adriatic Sea embraces the coastline and 1,244 islands of Croatia, from submerged coral reefs to towering karst cliffs. This is not merely a body of water, but a vital artery sustaining the very fabric of biodiversity. To the north, its shallow waters embrace vast meadows of Posidonia oceanica, a species of seagrass that captures sunlight and sequesters carbon. To the south, the ocean plunges to depths of 1,233 meters, sculpting towering underwater cliffs that serve as a sanctuary for a myriad of unique species. The Posidonia oceanica meadows are the green lungs of the Adriatic, shielding the coastline from erosion and preserving the purity of the waters. The Adriatic Sea, with its crystal-clear waves, conceals a treasure trove of wildlife, where the Atlantic bottlenose dolphin stands as an irreplaceable emblem. Graceful as a dancer, this dolphin is an indispensable part of the Adriatic Sea's marine ecosystem. With their highly developed brains, they engage in intricate communication through whistles and sounds, crafting a unique underwater language. In their quest for sustenance, bottlenose dolphins exhibit a remarkable spirit of teamwork. They herd the schools of fish into dense clusters, transforming them into a veritable feast. The Adriatic Sea stretches forth with an enigmatic beauty, where crystalline waters embrace the seagrass meadows of Posidonia oceanica, the cherished home of a singular and enchanting creature, the seahorse. Like graceful dancers, they glide delicately among the seagrass blades, blending seamlessly into their surroundings to evade the watchful eyes of predators. The life of a seahorse unfolds as a tale woven with mystery and delicate intricacy. They exhibit a uniquely remarkable reproductive behavior, wherein the male assumes the role of gestation. Unlike many other fish species, seahorses are not adept swimmers.
Its slender body is not a sign of weakness, but a design
With their small, tubular mouths, they swiftly draw in plankton and tiny crustaceans. The Adriatic Sea, with its crystal-clear waters, is home to the green sea turtle, a symbol of resilience. Adult green turtles with bodies reaching up to 1.2 meters in length stand as living monuments to the grandeur of a species that has endured for millions of years. The survival journey of the green turtle is intertwined with extraordinary migrations spanning up to 2,500 kilometers. With an astonishing ability to navigate by the Earth's magnetic field, they return to the very beaches where they were born to lay their eggs.
This is not just a hunt. It is a contest of wits of stamina and a battle against biological limits.
A report from the year 2023 reveals a significant surge of microplastics within the Adriatic Sea. Overfishing and unsustainable tourism further exacerbate their plight. Meanwhile, the loggerhead sea turtle stands as another living emblem of the Adriatic Sea. However, their life cycle confronts grave and relentless threats. Only about 1% of hatchling turtles survive to reach adulthood. However, through dedicated conservation efforts, the loggerhead sea turtle is granted a fighting chance to endure. But Croatia, renowned for its pristine beauty, is grappling with unprecedented challenges. From the vast forests of the Dinaric Alps to the deep blue expanse of the Adriatic Sea, every landscape bears the weight of climate change and human activity. Climate change has etched an indelible mark upon our world. Summer days grow ever hotter. The sea temperature of the Adriatic is also rising, exerting a profound impact on the Posidonia oceanica seagrass meadows. According to studies conducted in 2023, more than 30% of their area has vanished over the past 2 decades, stripping away the habitat of countless fish and invertebrate species. In the wetlands of the Pannonian Basin, the situation unfolds in much the same way. Spring floods, once vital for sustaining thousands of species, are now becoming increasingly rare. Croatia welcomes over 20 million tourists each year, transforming tourism into a substantial source of revenue, yet also imposing a significant environmental burden. At Plitvice Lakes National Park, the overwhelming influx of visitors has precipitated soil erosion and contamination of the water sources. In the Adriatic Sea, maritime activities are intensifying noise and oil pollution, profoundly affecting bottlenose dolphins and green turtles. Croatia, with all its breathtaking beauty and abundant natural wealth, stands at a pivotal crossroads. Despite confronting numerous challenges, Croatia has implemented robust conservation measures. More than 47% of the country's terrestrial expanse is now under protection. National parks such as Kornati and Plitvice have implemented policies to limit the number of visitors, thereby reducing the impact on their delicate ecosystems. Projects aimed at restoring seagrass meadows and reviving coral reefs are underway, offering a beacon of hope for the future of the Adriatic Sea. International collaboration between conservation organizations and local communities remains the cornerstone for safeguarding wildlife and restoring the delicate balance of nature. These conservation efforts, coupled with humanity's unwavering resolve, have kindled a beacon of hope for a sustainable future. This is not a battle fought by Croatia alone. This is a lesson in the shared responsibility of the entire world to safeguard the precious treasures of nature. As climate change increasingly imprints itself upon every corner of the sky and every flowing stream, each small action we take carries immense significance for our planet. If you find this information valuable and wish to spread the spirit of environmental conservation, please like, share, and subscribe to the Animal Nature 4K channel, a place where we explore, understand, and take action together for a more sustainable Earth.